Yo, yo, how's it going? Good morning, good morning. It's all right, man. Aaron, don't kick yourself too hard about it. Learn from it, and don't try not to bring in the negativity to this new session here. Obviously, learn from it, but try to treat each individual session individually. I mean, you remember earlier in the week I blew those 5 TPT accounts. What, Monday? Bounced back yesterday. You'll be all right. Definitely learning. Palace, you're wild. Marcus, I'm doing great, man. Alexander, what's up? What did I do to your orb? No, it wasn't my power, Jose. I do have a UPS, very substantial one actually, to protect all my stuff. It was my internet, and it didn't have to do with the power. It was AT&T. They had an issue. KB, you just got in here. The stream just started, and it's 9:02, and you're asking me if I'm going to take a trade. Come on, man. Nice, Kyle. That is a great feeling. Congratulations, man. Daily bias sideways. Do you think my dad loves me? I would hope so, Everett. If he doesn't, I love you. And Jesus loves you. Who is Bookmap? Where is Bookmap? Not who, but where. Why? That's a good question. Because PPI was higher than expected, what does that mean? Producer price index being hotter than expected. It wasn't just a little hotter, it was a lot hotter than expected. Means that the price of manufactured goods is going up, basically inflation. What it could potentially mean is that the Fed is going to put rate cuts on hold, which would economically, that would make the most sense. I cut London off at 8 a.m. I know it's different than the way ICT and all the others talk about it. I do it my own way. because I start the New York AM session at 8 a.m. So I cut it off right when I start the New York session. I'm full porting 20 Apex evals today. There you go, Dylan. I hope it works out for you. If it doesn't, remember, code CWT will get you 90% off of a new batch of 20. I'm here for you, bro. I missed the buy around 200. Yeah, I wouldn't have bought there. Even though, yeah, obviously it's playing out now. I was sitting here watching it, Mac. I actually did take a short on the personal account. Made $100. Just 2 micros. But the reason I wouldn't have taken a short there, I was dialed in on the book map, and the book map looked like we still had potential to go lower. So I don't blame you for not jumping in there. Little 100 banger there. Rolling in it, baby. Rolling in it early. Opinion on TJR. I don't like to comment on other men, dude. I don't like to comment on other people. I do my own thing. I'm successful in my own right. I'm happy that other people find success as well. My biggest thing is when you're focused on when you're hyper focused on your own success, you have very little time to pay that much attention to other people and what they're doing. Yeah, Jay, you could say that, but you could also point to the fact that there are countless traders that got into trading because of TJR and have found success with trading. And they never would have gotten into it if it wasn't for him basically inspiring them. So yeah, he might have bullshitted about what was going on, and I think that's morally reprehensible. But you got to also think about the potential positive that came from him getting into trading and inspiring other people to also get into it. But in terms of lying to people, I think that you're morally wrong for ever doing that. That's why these scammers on here piss me off so bad. I can't stand people who are dishonest and that fleece people out of their hard-earned money simply because people are desperate to earn a living. Apex is weird. I've blown my account yesterday. Yeah, it does that sometimes. Takes it a little while. A lot of Timmys. A lot of Timmys. You must be listening to PJ, man. That's PJ's term. Unless there's somebody else that uses that I'm not aware of. I do not use AI. I do not, man. I don't think AI is anywhere close to being able to replicate trader discretion, which is something that, now I can tell you this, if it gets to the point where I can code, you would have to have ridiculously fast processing, computing. But if I could get an AI, if I could code AI to basically read bookmap and take the trades that I take based on bookmap setups, it would be deadly. I would 100% take advantage of that. What's up with the lighting? I left the light on in the kitchen. I usually don't. Does it look bad? Does it look better with it off? Hello. Looks good. Show the dogs. Hmm. Makes you look pretty. Got you fooled. Been able to pass evals but get stuck on the funded. Are you changing the way that you trade, Gymshark? Make sure that you're journaling. It's really helpful if you're journaling, especially your eval trades, and make sure you're comparing the struggles that you're having with the fundeds to what you were doing with your evals. And I'm sure there's going to be a difference. There's also a huge psychological barrier there that it takes time to get over. Jamie, that I was thinking that too. Yeah, I probably could make a video exactly of how I use Bookmap. Have you heard about Japez 420? He has automated his trading in the bank. Check him out on X. I'll check it out. There's a lot of people that have done that. I just don't think for the way that I trade right now, it would be possible to code it unless you could implement unless you can get the coding to somehow implement Bookmap. Can you explain the bubbles I see sometimes on Bookmap? Yeah, they're volume bubbles. So these are volume bubbles. I don't know how clear that is to you, but the larger the bubble, the more volume there is being executed at that level, whether it's market orders or absorption of limit orders that are stacked. So the bigger the bubble, the more volume being executed. Also, I have mine turned on to total volume, so that when you see this bubble, if it's majority red versus green, then that means the sellers are in control. If it's majority green than red, that means the buyers are in control. So there's more buy orders being executed at that level, or more sell orders being executed at that level. Foodie, what's up? I just passed my first ever eval with Lucid. There you go, Timmy. Yeah, you gotta release that fear, Gymshark. Order flow is so ass. Whatever works, man. Whatever works for you. Whatever works for you. ICT works. Order flow works. Supply and demand works. Hell, even trendline works for some people. It's all about being able to master your psychology. If you can't master your psychology, no trading philosophy is going to be successful. Very close to a page tomorrow, though. There you go. It sounds like it is working then, Jim. That sounds like it is working. Yeah, I've looked into it so much. I've looked into it. For one thing, I'm pretty sure that prop firms right now still are heavily against the implementation of any sort of AI executions. One more green trade. I should be in the clear. Very nice, man. Hey, R9. There's no reason for that negativity, bro. Trying to tear someone else down does not build you up. The hardest part about coding a strategy is feeding the algo live data. Yeah. I did not do the verse of the day. I do it at 9:20. 9:20 is the time that I do it. We got 5 more minutes. No, I'd say if you were to put a name on it, it's order flow and momentum combined loosely, and I say loosely, very loosely, with ICT. Is Trump and Xi going to talk today about trades and stuff, or is that day 2? I believe that's tomorrow. I can't remember what day. I was just watching the news and I saw that they touched down somewhere. I don't think that it's nighttime over there right now, I think. Beijing. I think it's like 9 o'clock at night or something over there right now. 9 or 10 o'clock at night. Why are you in the UFO files? I'm an alien, bro. I don't know. I saw that post, Everett. I don't know that that was necessarily saying that he was advocating for Alberta becoming a state. I think he was just like cheering on the idea of their independence. That's what it seemed like to me. I could have read it wrong. I don't know. How long did it take you to become profitable? I've been trading 5 years, and last year was the first year that I really started taking substantial payouts on a very regular basis. Somebody's burning some toast or something. What does that smell? Getting a payout is very hard, man. This is a very hard business to be in. It's not easy, but it's doable. It's not easy, but it's doable. It takes a lot of discipline, a lot of self work, self improvement, but you can do it. Hey, Gingy. I'm not the Gingy. But hey. Still benching 135? I am, yeah. Stuck on 135, man. Nice beard, appreciate it. Is this in queue? Yes, it is. Solid question from my mom. Do you think you would have become profitable sooner if you had someone like yourself to learn from, or is going through the process necessary? I'd say that there's a lot of this that takes, a lot of the process is you getting burned. Somebody can sit there and tell you what to do all day long, but it takes you actually living the experience to develop a strategy that you understand why. Like I can sit there and tell you what rules you should have implemented for yourself that will help you become profitable. But until you experience why those rules are necessary, you won't consistently stick to them. So I can sit there and tell you that 90% of trading is sitting on your hands, and you're still going to click the button until you discover that sitting on your hands actually makes you more money than clicking the button. It's kind of like everything throughout my life I've had to touch the stove. Even though somebody's told me it was hot, I have to touch the stove to find out for myself. Trading is a lot like that for most people. Verse of the day is a banger. Proverbs 31:30. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Jamie, it is 8 to 8:15 Eastern time. There's different orbs. The specific strategy that I throw up on the chart for the people in here that they trade is the 8 to 8:15 a.m. Eastern time orb. Oh yeah, I got that, Ballas. For sure. Tristan, what's up, man? I think it's on the edge of a roof. Isn't that what it says, Everett? It's better to live on the edge of a roof than with a quarrelsome wife or something like that. You kind of look like C-Bone. I appreciate that. This community is beginner friendly, Queen Bee. Very beginner friendly. What are you trading right now? This is NASDAQ futures. We switch between NASDAQ and S&P. So NASDAQ and S&P futures, ES and NQ. Crypto, I don't usually develop a bias like that. What I do is I wait for the market to open and pick a direction, and I try to ride the wave in that direction. I've discovered over the years that when you develop a bias and you have this strong idea in your head that you can potentially pigeonhole yourself and blind yourself to other opportunities. So I try not to develop a bias. With that being said, we have been dumping pretty aggressively. The PPI numbers came in way hotter than expected, which typically means that inflation is on the rise. And if that is the case, I would expect rate hikes, interest rate hikes to be potential, at least not lowering rates. So I would say that that's probably bearish news for the market, and we do have some sell side built up here. We still have this new day opening gap that has not been touched. So things do look more bearish to me than bullish, but what I think and what I analyze can be completely different than what actually happens. So for Scoff, the storyteller, 30%, not 50 for what? For which firm? I appreciate the heart means, guys. Appreciate that. Sloth, it's 50 if you're brand new to the firm. It's 40 if you're brand new to the firm, you get your first 2 accounts for 50. After the first 2, you get the next 4 or 5 for 40% off. And then if you've already gone through more than that number of accounts, it goes down to 30% off. So you've probably cycled through more than 7 accounts at this point, and so it's only going to be 30% off for you. Bookmap offers Python APIs. Nice. Didn't know that. Kind of like life itself. Exactly. Exactly. Might have to play the ES orb today. Let's see. Okay. I think either one could be on the radar. When would you advise someone to start getting evals after seeing their performance in demo? 2 months or so. I'd say if you've had consistent positive results and you've developed a system that you can repeat, that you can replicate, and it's effective, meaning that you're consistently making money. Having red days here and there, red trades here and there is going to happen no matter what. But if the system is replicable, you're following your rules, you're seeing results, positive results, then I'd say jump to an eval. Appreciate the sunglasses, Bows. This is an AP? No, this is not an AP. Not this one. Can you show bookmap? Yes. What's your strategy, order flow, and momentum combined loosely with ICT? Duncan is finally coming back up there. I didn't know they had left. Pal, let's save your money, man. I appreciate the gifts, dude. You're the man. You are the man. That's NQ bookmap, and this is ES. This one might be a little more clear. Two moles. This is bookmap. It's not a glitch. This is level 2 data, institutional order flow. Shows you where limit orders are stacked in the market. Shows you the aggression of the market orders being placed. These are limit orders, like these big lines right here. The color coding goes from dark to bright, meaning the darker areas are lower levels of liquidity, lower levels of orders stacked in that area. The brighter areas, there's more orders. I thought a laughing taco was just a smile from Dallas. That's funny. Yeah, very useful tool. Very useful. It goes from blue, like dark blue, basically a black, to lighter blue, to white, to yellow, to orange, to red. So from the first colors I said to the last, low orders to high orders. Low number of orders to high number of orders. That's how it works, juiced. Yes, never give up, I do. Yesterday, I think I called it out 3 times. 2 or 3 times. I will let you know when I'm taking a stab. I'll usually say, I'm gonna take a stab here. And then I'll say, I'm out, fully out. Sometimes, sometimes it means they're using bookmap. There's other softwares and other tools to use that they could be saying that, but a lot of times it is them using bookmap. We've got 15 seconds till market open. Guys, do your best to be very patient, very selective. Make sure you're confident in the setup. Wait for price to tell you what it wants to do, and then try to go in that direction. We got this. Zach, what's up, man? Working on some emails, nice. Hope you are too, man. I appreciate that. ES and NQ look like they're more in sync today than they have been. Strong pushes here. Still stack of orders at that line, right where my line is at 29,200. Large stack of orders. There's also a large stack at 29,220. We're coming up on it right now. Boom. It's 221 right there. Yeah, I can definitely feel you on that, Zach. You'll get there, dude. There's that 220 stack. 29,200 is the next big stack. Previously rejected hard off that 200 level. JR, what's up, man? That's what I'm here for, Zach. That's what I'm here for, man. Strong rejection off that 220 level. FLB, I appreciate that, man. Good morning. And same to you. Do you ever trade gold? No, I do not. Your orb is above us here, Ballas, on both ES and NQ. Right up there. This is ES. This is NQ. Just trading. A good round Baylor. Last guy tried to hoodwink me. I don't think you'd want to pay. Isn't there a tax if you buy that equipment down here? Don't you end up paying like a pretty substantial tax on that? Consti, appreciate it. Same to you. I'm just not a fan. I like NQ and ES better. I'm not a fan of the movement of gold. It's not a bad time, JR. It's not a terrible time. There's a huge tag. I decided to become an American. Hey, ODT, appreciate that, man. God bless you too, bro. Today is going to be a great day. Got a sore throat. Feels like there's a baby, the family of a baby porcupines in there. That's not good, man. Thoughts on Mexicans. There we go. Bringing that back, Dallas. I love it. You got a stack of orders up at 29,270, but it's flashing downwards, trying to catch price. So I still think there's a lot of downward pressure here. I don't see any signs of wanting to push too high. Big stack of orders still at 200. Rejected off this 220 level earlier. A lot of orders here and they're pushing hard. There we go. Orders coming in below this 200 now. $200 absorbed. Rejecting 200. Hey, Steven, appreciate that, man. Trading below 200 now. Push back up above this level. It doesn't want to go lower. Orders stacked in the 30s now. People trying to get tagged in. Been sitting here listening to an old live stream. I've had other people tell me that before. All right, I'm going to take a little stab here. Give me a slight pullback. Orders down to 150. Trading back above the 200, I don't like that. I need 200 to hold. All right, taking that off for right now. Need that 200 to hold. Still plenty of orders down below that are now getting yanked as soon as I say that. Yes, book map is lit up in both directions at the moment. There's no clear direction on there. Lewis, what's up, man? It was a 10-point stop. I had it at just above 205, I think. I can't remember, man. I wasn't paying that close of attention. Orders here at the True Day VWAP, which is at 29,270. Strong rejection. Up 193, nice. Very nice. Rejection off that True Day right there. Just absorbed the orders right at True Day and rejected. Just blew all 20 evals, dang. No, I took that trade off. I said I'm taking this off. Ticks is more of a 4x metric, JR. When you're trading futures, typically you measure things in points, not ticks. Will, what's up, man? Herky jerky. And right back down. I was in for 2 micros on that. 2 micros. Dakota, we're doing great over here, man. Appreciate that, Bill. Same to you, man. This is the move that I wanted. Just herky jerky. I want to see clean movement here. If your NQ is delayed 10 minutes when you have the essential plan, you still have to pay for the data, Kyle. The essential plan is kind of like Bookmap, where you can pay for a TradingView plan, but you still have to pay for live data. Were you long in that? Megatron? I don't think it is, no. $1,700, very nice, man. Yeah, that's a good trade right there. Good job, Zach. Very nice. Very nice for everybody who took that. Strong pullback. These pullbacks are crazy. No, I wasn't in that. Slippage just gave me an extra 150. 1,700, very nice, Tristan. Good job, man. I wouldn't be looking for long here. But wait, you really need to see a change in the trend, and that's not happening right now. Yeah. Placed one pre-market, we were up 100, then I got stopped out for negative $21, $20.70. So we're up 79.30 right now, trading the personal capital account. We're up $79. $79. Hey man, how can I start? There's a video pinned on my page, Sauced, that will explain exactly how I would get started if I was brand new. I wouldn't worry about, you don't want to start with personal capital. So having that 90,000, just keep that in your pocket or keep it invested. If I had that 90,000, what I'd tell you to do with that right now is go throw it into VOO or QQQ, maybe 60% into VOO, 30% into QQQ, then pick a long-term hold stock like NVIDIA or Apple or Microsoft, put the other 10% in there. This is not financial advice. That's just what I would do. It's going to take you 3, 4, 5 years to get successful with day trading. So don't blow through that capital doing that. You'd be better off putting that into VOO or QQQ or one of those. Bookmap's getting a little heavier to the upside into the 80s here. I still don't trust it though. 90K worth of evals. Dude, I've seen people do crazier things. Well, don't have people believe in that now. ES took that Asia low. NQ did not. I always journal, Omar. Yeah. Journaling is equally as important when you're making money as it is when you're not making money. Dylan, he's joking. Trading back above 200 now. Yeah, Kyle, I have a video pinned for that as well. A lot of people run into that issue. Make sure you're selecting demo when you're in the sign-in. Make sure you're selecting demo and not live. That's one of the big issues. The other issue is not activating TradingView inside of your Tradevate account. So go watch that video. If you don't have time for that, I can basically just give you a quick rundown. You need to go inside the Tradevate, hit the settings button in the very top right corner of the page. It'll say application settings. When you click that, you need to go over to add-ons and make sure that TradingView is active. Then go back to TradingView to sign in. You can go work out, Will. You can go eat some good food, get some sun, go to the pool, go tortoise shopping, whatever, man. You got the world at your fingertips now. Get 10 buffalo wings. Go inside of Tradevate, sign into your Tradevate account, so you have the trading window. Go to the very top right corner of the page where it says application settings. You hover your mouse over the thing that says application settings. Click that. And then inside of there, you're going to go to add-ons. And you'll see TradingView. It should say active. If it's not active, click activate. You got 2 feet, Will. Get outside and go do some grounding. Do some sprints. It is active. Sign out of everything. Sign out of your trading view, sign out of Tradeovate, sign out of everything and try again. Make sure you don't have a session open in some other place that you're not aware of, on your phone or on another laptop or in another browser window. I got in a little early on it, daggum. This pullback right here, I ended up closing the trade, lost 20 bucks, but had not gotten back in. I was up 100, now I'm only up 79.30. Yeah, staying patient. If I do, I do. If I don't, no worries. My last payout was, I think it was TPT, right before I blew those accounts on Monday. Yep, Monday, May 11th. So it was on Monday. And it was, it doesn't say in the email, I'd have to sign in. I think it was like 700 times 4. But here's the email for it. I can't, it's not letting me spread it out to show you. But yeah, here, I have it in the email right here. You probably see it on the, can you see it on the YouTube? I don't know if you can see that on the YouTube. It was actually for my profits on Friday, and if you make profits Friday, you basically have to wait until Monday morning for it to hit, because they don't process payouts until Sunday evening. They approve it basically early Monday a.m. is when it hits your wallet. That's why I was frustrated about blowing those TPT accounts, man. I've been milking those payouts on those. Let's see, payouts processed. Payout approved. Let's see how many I've taken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and that's this month alone. That's all the way back to the 2nd, May 2nd. So I was milking those. But I'm already almost halfway to getting the fundeds back, so it's no big deal. Your bias is completely wrong. That's why I don't go into the session with a bias, man. That's why I don't like doing that. Kind of pigeonholes yourself into a way of thinking that prevents you from seeing other opportunities. Just says unauthorized on desktop. Let me log in on mobile. I don't use the desktop app. I use the web browser. Kyle, try the web browser. I don't like using the application. Now we become patient. Amen. There's no limit on those. It's daily, man. It's daily payouts. Minimum, I think, is $500. It's either 250 or 500. I think it's 500. It might be 250 though. But yeah. Bookmap's got some orders to the downside here. I want clear, strong movements instead of these wiki pullbacks. Just the way price action has been working, Juco, if you know, price action goes back to where ICT is just cooking the way that it used to, I would definitely be leaning more into that. But right now, you know, I'm still combining this stuff with ICT. If there was a beautiful ICT setup, you know, I would take that. But right now, with the way that things have been going, I've been seeing better results, leaning heavily on the order flow and momentum side. I wouldn't say I switched. I would just say at the moment, this is giving me more consistent, solid results. You got your book map really scrunched up if you're seeing that low, man. I keep mine expanded to where I'm only seeing each increment is like each change in numbers on the right side of the chart is either 5 points of movement or 2.5 points of movement. I don't scrunch mine that hard. So it goes from 29,140 to 29,145 to 29,150, or I expand it so that it says 29,142.5, 29,145, 29,147.5. See, I don't keep it that expanded. I think you can kind of see it here if I show you this. Why did we edge 125? Couldn't tell you, man. That's just how it happens sometimes. I would anticipate that it's still going to go to that level unless we get some crazy strong movement to the upside. But it's kind of just chopping for the past 10 minutes, basically. He got approved yesterday. Everett. I don't know if when he gets sworn in. I thought it was the 15th or the 16th, 15th or the 16th. Oh, they had the tentative vote. I thought they voted on him yesterday. Let's see. Yeah, the Senate confirmed Kevin Warsh is fed. Clears the way for the chair vote. Okay. Gotcha. Checkmate. Yeah, this chop is not giving me clear direction right here. Are you long or short it, Aaron? Short from 29,207. I don't know if that's how it works, checkmate. Especially not because most people are trading prop firms. Let me see what you're talking about, Everett. Yeah, he gone. Edge that 125 again. That was my burner account. A lot of orders stacked above on ES. It's bouncing off the true day right here, though. Checkmate, you'll be all right. Just sit on your hands. How many trades have you taken? Made 600, nice. That Asia low is looking mighty juicy to me on NQ. So, I mean, it could potentially just shoot up. There's plenty of liquidity above us on ES on the book map. I'd be really hesitant with Asia low being this close, and there are orders stacked down there. But you got to trade your system, so do what you think's best. You still do giveaways? I do. I didn't do it last week because my between the 1st and the 10th, or the 1st and the 11th, Lucid locks your wallet, and you can't just get a coupon code unless you have access to your wallet. Plan on doing one this Sunday, though. I need to fire that up. That's a good reminder. I'll do that in a minute. Walking away to get some coffee. Don't peek at it. Yeah, Dylan, I'll do 2. Just for you. What are the chances I win? You do the math on that. There's 900 people in the Discord. Your code worked for the no activation fee? Yep. I don't know which firm you're talking about, but yes. If you're talking about TPT or Lucid or whatever, yes. TPT, yes. Dennis, we're doing well over here. Cannot complain. I have taken 2 trades. We were up 100 and then lost 20 of it. We're up $79.30 or something. Yeah, don't pay full price checkmate. Figure out what that problem is, and yeah, definitely don't pay full price. Are you in a short now? Do I think sizing up in this market is reckless? All depends on your setup, man. It depends on what your account size is. A lot of different factors come into play there. We up now. Nice. What's on your wrist? It's a watch. Use it to tell the time and the date. Have you ever traded 150K? Yeah. Not sure what you mean, Rick. How long would I let it go if it's rising and has made a little bit of money? You got to have a strategy developed prior to being in the trade that tells you where your entry and your exit and your stop loss are. Probably volume profile. Yes, Gabe, I do. Currently in the US, yep. I am. America. When are you moving to Puerto Rico? No plans. You're in your 3rd week of eval, win rate is 55 and 2R. I would say in your 3rd week of eval, man, be grateful that you haven't blown the eval. Most people don't trade their first eval that long. You got to remember, man, put aside any sort of notion that this is going to be something that you find success in within the first year or 2 years. You got to go into this knowing and fully expecting that there's going to be massive amounts of failure for the first couple of years that you're doing this. If it doesn't turn out to be the case, then great. But more often than not, it's going to take you a couple years to find success. My favorite part about watching you is when I get off and see you followed me on all your backup accounts. Yeah, that's not me. If I ever take a trade and hit 100 points, I'm going to buy my dream car. You never had a 100-point trade? No, I'm not in a trade. I'll tell you when I'm in a trade. This is still too choppy for me to get interested in. Slow and steady. Amen. Will says, congrats. I've had evals for 1 day. I've had evals for 5 minutes. You didn't miss anything, man. You didn't miss anything. You missed a nice chop since basically 9:57. Dude, we all just made $2 grand. ES has got orders above, but we're still seeming like we don't want to push above the true day. You can get the 20% off the first month of just the Bookmap subscription. It doesn't give you a discount on the data, and it's only for the first month. So 20% off the first month, basically one-time discount. They're very stingy. Bookmap's very stingy. I really don't even, full disclosure about the Bookmap discount with my affiliate with them, I don't mind putting them on blast because I've sent them like 5 emails and I haven't gotten a response. Love their service, love Bookmap. Customer service is terrible, and they're also extremely stingy. The only way that I get any residuals from from somebody signing up is if they go to a specific link, and at the same time that they go to that link, once they've clicked that link, then they use my code almost immediately after. If that process is not followed in that order, then there's no residuals. They keep 100%. So in the time that I've worked with Bookmap, I've had like a total of 8 sales credited to my account. Not complaining about money. I'm complaining about the fact that they know that they're intentionally doing that to not have to pay their affiliates. They're basically getting free advertisement. And I've emailed them several times about, hey, let's move this to the industry standard where simply using my code would qualify for the residual or for the commission. No response. But then they'll respond to other miscellaneous BS emails. So if you're with Bookmap and you happen to pop into this stream and you just heard that, let's make a change, bruh. How much have you found it useful for your strategy? Immensely. I would not want to trade without Bookmap. Oh, for sure, Everett. But how many people do you think are being put on Bookmap by me or Rips or Gaines over in PJ's Discord, or PJ himself? And they're getting free advertisement. They're getting hundreds of thousands of people viewing their product without even having to pay for it. I don't get a discount. I pay full price. Show the dogs. I love you, Palace. I've been using a fish finder for 30 years. So you're well versed on how to read Bookmap then. It really is very similar. Oh, and it's both. It's both. You get approached, and um, I've done the approaching in some cases. Does TikTok never take your stream down? No, but they'll shadow ban me if I play music. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Scott. If I don't have Bookmap, I'm not going to trade. Yeah, Mac, just sit on your hands, man. I'm sitting on my hands. ES is pushing up, NQ's pushing up. We're starting to trade pretty well above the true. Oh, somebody asked what the true day is. The true day is the 6 p.m. Eastern time open. So when the market closes from 5 o'clock until 6 o'clock every evening, Eastern time, the 6 o'clock open is what the true day is. I usually get off at 11. Yeah, no problem, Owen. When is the double giveaway? I'm going to do it this Sunday. I can do that right now since we're just sitting here chopping around. All right, the giveaway should be live in the Discord. Took my 380 and got out. Nice trade. Good job. Have you taken any trades? Yeah, we took 2. Up $79. A whopping 79. I took that long out now. Nice. This is NQ Bookmap. NQ. Strategy do you use? Order flow and momentum combined loosely with ICT. Made 100 on the first trade and lost 20 on the second trade. I got in on the second trade. I got in too early on the short. Had to close it early. Appreciate that, checkmate. What do I use for prop firms to operate? What do you mean? I think you should be taking a couple payouts prior to implementing Bookmap. I mean, that's just an arbitrary answer, completely arbitrary. Bookmap is essential for my trading. So I think you need to have a foundational understanding of the markets and what's going on, and a system developed, meaning you have rules that you follow, that you're sticking to, and that that are preventing you from losing too much money. It's easy to overcomplicate things because Bookmap is important, but also, like I've said before, your psychology is the most important part of all of this. So the short answer would be, once you're on the road to mastering your psychology, then you can start adding in more complex concepts. All right, Zach, have a good one, man. Good job on that trade. God bless you too, bro. Appreciate that. Yeah, it is everything. There you go. Very nice. I'm glad to have you, Kim. There you go, Aaron. Get numb. Get numb to it. But don't allow it to cause you to get reckless. Trading outside, it's so beautiful. Yeah, I was just looking outside. It is nice. Solid pool day. Nick, day's going great. No tortoise out there yet. Nah. Man, it's been gloomy past couple days, past several days. Finally got some sunshine out there. Is it usually rainy over there? I thought Finland was usually pretty good weather. If you guys are new, drop a follow. We're live every day, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. We also do giveaways in the Discord. If you join the Discord, the link is in the bio. Usually you can't open the link inside of TikTok. You have to copy the link, open inside of your browser, and join that way. But every Sunday at 5 p.m., barring some sort of inability to do so, we do eval giveaways. Very nice, Hayden. Good job. Appreciate that, man. Have a good day, Aaron. If you had days where you can clearly see the market and know where the market is going to move, but you still lose, yeah. I mean, for sure. You just mistime your entries. Yeah. I mean, that short that I took earlier, look at how unlucky this was. I mean, this was the short that I wanted. I got in here, got out like around here or something, pulled back all the way up there and then dumped. God bless you too, Aiden. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's annoying, but I mean, it happens, man. It's part of trading. How you been? Doing great? Connor, what's up, man? Yeah, those are all, this is my only real account, Checkmate. I don't have any association with the other ones pretending to be me. Any trades this morning? Yeah, we took two. Was up 100 on the personal account and then took another one, lost 20. So I'm up $79.30, man. We're going to the casino later, Connor. Are you coming? We're going to put it all on black. Been waiting to hit up the bingo section. Bingo's fun, man. Don't sleep on bingo. I'm a fan of the elderly activities. Bingo, pickleball. My favorite thing to do is watch Jeopardy. Jeopardy's, I'm not even joking about that. I just had to clear out like 480 episodes that I had recorded and watched multiple times, but they were taking up too much space in the DVR. Casino is my real home. Low key, what's up? Yeah, they definitely make some money doing it. Are you profitable? No, man, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like a blind man in a nudist colony over here, just feeling my way around. Long or short, sideways. Where's your GF? Is she going to trade with you again? She's working. She's actually, she might, I don't know if she traded today or not. Can we talk about a 200-point recovery from that dump? Japanese, what about Japanese? Girlfriend is not Japanese. She is very much white. White. She needs to escape the Matrix. We're working on it. We're working on it. You going to trade? No. Can you explain why Tradify is on top right now and what accounts to get? I wouldn't say that they're on the tip top. I think they're close. I think if I was going to buy an account right now, Noah, I would recommend you getting a TPT account. Currently, until Sunday night, they're 50% off. I've never seen them run a 50% off sale. 50% off and no activation fee. Daily payouts with no cap. have up to 5 accounts. What else? The only drawback, the only con, the only negative is that there is trailing drawdown until you reach your buffer, which is like $2,100 or something. Konnichiwa. You'd actually say Ohio because it's the morning, but are you on live or prop? Both. Trading the live today, or first, I should say. I usually try to trade the live and then jump over to the funded accounts. Your paper trading, dude, be transparent. Yeah, paper trading and trading micros. None side us got. You take Japanese, Dr. NQ? Hi. I accidentally did that. No lie, man. I was at Hibachi the other day. I was at Hibachi the other day and completely instinctually, I don't even know if the dude was Japanese that was our cook, but he said something to me and I said, hi. You know, it was completely instinctual. Girlfriend. Girlfriend. I'm pretty sure he was not Japanese after I thought about it. But it just the way his accent was and everything, hearing that instinctually made me respond in Japanese. I don't know why. Trade on wealth charts, and they only support so many. I think they support wealth charts. Yeah, maybe not. Ninja Trader, TradingView, Tradeovate, R Trader, Quant Tower, Bookmap, Multicharts, Jigsaw. Can't tell how many others. This PA is very making me want to go to sleep. Yeah, we took 2 trades. Gage made 100 on the first one and lost 20 on the second one. If you want to switch to Tradeify, yeah, I mean, I like their select accounts. You can, after you pass the select account, you can choose either a daily payout plan or path, or where you get a payout every 5 days. The dailies are capped at 1,000. The every 5 days are capped at 3,000. Lucid's also a really good firm to switch from or switch to. Scott, I trade ES as well, but I will say I haven't lately. I haven't taken many trades at all on ES lately. I don't know what allows you to do all of that. I trade my futures. For my personal account, I was with a company called AMP, AMP, and I moved my stuff over to Tradeovate because the fees were not, there was a negligible difference, and it's easier to show my P&L and all that with Tradevate. So they're who I use. I'm not sure what their limitations are. I know that you can trade futures with them. I think, let's see if Lucid lets you do wealth charts. No, it doesn't show me all of them. It's not one of the first things that shows, so they might not. I don't know. It's interesting. You're the first trader I've met that prefers wealth charts. Don't like the 5K cap. Yeah. You love wealth charts? Interesting. 361. A lot of orders up at 350. All right, Will, take care, man. God bless you too, bro. Appreciate that. Chose the 5 days. So I'm not tempted to be too aggressive with daily payouts, protecting against me. That's smart, man. It's a good way to know yourself. On Lucid, they say that the first 10K in profits is yours. Does that mean that you don't need the 2,000 extra in profit to take a max payout till 10K? I'm not sure exactly what that means, but on the flex accounts, you don't have to build that buffer. You have to be above. You can take out 50% of your total profits, but you have to be, the minimum payout I think is 500, something like that. So. Yeah, and you need 5 total trading days of $150 or more in profit. What's currently happening with M&Q? Do you see this? Yeah, I'm watching. It's just choppy. Yeah, I would checkmate. That's 300 and whatever you said. That's a good day. I'm not in a trade now. This is all chop, man. I'm not sitting through chop. 90% of trading is sitting on your hands and knowing when to not trade. Yeah, you still need to make 4K to withdraw too. No trade for me today. There you go. Nice work. That is the other 10. Jazz, I'll take an entry when there's a clear setup, when there's clear direction, when there's something enticing. None of this is enticing to me. I hate being on tilt. You're on tilt right now, Everett? Shut it down, man. Don't do it. You'll regret it. You will regret it. Order flow and momentum combine loosely with ICT. Negative 400. That's not terrible, man. That's not terrible. You'll be all right. Can I go into the 1 minute and show the 10 a.m.? And this chop? I got another chart pulled up. Talking about this chop right here. Second. 1 second. Two seconds. I'm gonna get off at 11. Bookmap has orders up to 29,305. Pretty aggressively stacked, but it's just chopping its way up there. Does this guy ever trade? Yes, Bookmap is lit up as well to the upside. It's just slowly chopping. Time frame do you normally trade on? I like to be on the 5, and then before I get into a trade, I usually drop down to around the 2. I really like the 2 minute time frame. That might sound strange, but I like the 2 minute time frame. What's your sincere opinion about the market this week? Well, I mean, I've done decently well. I blew 5 TPT accounts on Monday, but I also made $1,100 or $1,200 on 5 Lucid accounts in the same day. I did very well yesterday. I made 8K across the board yesterday on fundeds and personal. Also made 820 times 5 with 5 TPT evals. I'm trying to replace the ones I blew. So, I mean, overall, it hasn't been that bad of a week for me. But the thing is, man, you'll hear me say this, just because price action might be good for one person and their trading style and their strategy does not mean it's good across the board for everyone. I could have an amazing trading day that price action was amazing for me, but somebody else's trading style, it was completely terrible for them. So, you know, what works for me doesn't necessarily work for other people. Did you see your mom for Mother's Day? I saw my mom the day before Mother's Day. How old are you? 33. Is price likely gonna draw to that fair value gap? Which one? We're pushing through several. This is the 5 minute. This is the 15. The 30's right there. 1 hour is above us. I have not. I don't launch it through their platform. What do I do for fun? Work out, travel, eat, watch Jeopardy, mess with cars. Can one of the giveaways be a nice clear picture of the dogs? Of course you second that, Ballas. It's an interesting idea, Miguel. PJ used to do that on Saturdays. He used to do a Saturday stream where he'd basically do a recap of trades throughout the week. Christian, if you were to let Ballas paint your toenails, what color would you want? Good gracious. You guys are wild. Man, just think, checkmate, if you had held that long. I'm just kidding. Don't think like that. PA's bullying me right now. Sign off, man. Don't let it do that. Tell you what I'm looking forward to doing later. I don't know why. I don't usually look forward to these sorts of things, but I'm looking forward to playing a little Tarkov. It's the app on the left called. It's called Bookmap. Bookmap. There you go, Knight. Yeah, they don't like VPNs. School's out, man. Everett, school's over with. Semester's over with. I'm gonna dabble. Been, hankering for a little Tarkov. Glutton for punishment, man. Tolano, I wouldn't worry about that. I would imagine that that's a pretty fresh account that's showing you that. In a long, can you show Bookmap? Yep. 3 Zen in the same. That's not Zen. Subnautical 2 comes out tomorrow. I've heard that Subnautical's a good game. Got to hop on the deadlock grind. I've never heard of it. Tilano, is it a pretty new account that you're on? I'm pretty sure that just means you just are in a little bit of drawdown. It's like third person league. Are you in drawdown right now, Tilano? Are you below your starting balance? Hey, Ballas. Just wanted to say what's up. Deadlock is fun. It's like Smite. Play Fortnite Festival and do some singing. I don't play Fortnite, man. Yeah, so you're just down a little bit. Don't pay attention to that until you get closer to your target profit, your profit target. Just don't like if whatever the what is the consistency rule for the account you're trading? So like 50%, 40%. 50%. So just do the math. What size account or what's your target profit or profit target? Is it 3,000? All right, so just make sure you don't make more than 1,500 in a day. That's all you need to worry about. And if you want a hard stop to make sure that doesn't happen, if you're on Trade-Evade, are you trading through a Trade-Evade account? All right, so go to your Trade-Evade account, like sign into your Trade-Evade account, and you can go to the top right corner where it says application settings. And then once you click application settings, it'll pop up a list of your accounts with a button underneath the account that says risk settings. Go into risk settings and then go to where it says daily profit target and flip that on and set the daily profit target for 1,500 and click save. And what that'll do is if you, at any point in the day, you hit $1,500, it'll close the position that you're in and lock in those profits, and it won't let you make more than that $1,500. That way you'll abide by that 50% consistency rule. And you don't have to stress about calculating it, making sure that you're closing a trade and all that. There you go. Nice work, man. God bless you. Have a good day. Little potatoes stacked. That's right. How do you do that again? I missed it. Sign into your Trade-Evade account, and in the top right corner of the screen, it'll say application settings. You click that, and then as soon as you click that, a page will pop up showing your accounts. And underneath each account, it'll have a button that says risk settings. So click risk settings, and then you select daily profit target. Make sure that's flipped on, and then it'll give you the option to enter an amount. Do the math on what your consistency rule is. So if it's a 3K profit target and it's a 50% consistency rule, the most you can make in a day is $1,500. So you'd enter 1,500 and then click save. How long are the Tradeify accounts open for before they're not tradable? What do you mean? Tried playing CS2 for the first time yesterday, and these players are morphed in what they're sharing. Cannot compete. That's how I felt on Apex and Call of Duty when I played not that long ago. It's like people have literally spent all day, every day playing. There's no way I can compete with that. You too. No, most like Tradeify and Lucid don't have a time limit on how long you have to pass the account. That's one of the reasons they're very beginner friendly. There's no time limit. Bookmap's lit up to the upside here. All right, guys, it's 11. Time for me to bounce. If you're new, drop a follow. We're live every day, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Love you guys. God bless you. Hope you've had a good day. Hope it continues to be a good day. And we'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody.